Hello everybody, my name is Joe Guy and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. So, we're continuing to wander, but I actually think the first step we're going to make today is at the war table. I was only putting that off in the last episode because I knew that Cassandra and Cullen were currently arguing, so having them come around the war table would have been a little immersion breaking. Today, my primary focus, if I get round to doing missions and stop talking to people, will be to head out and do some companion quests. Go on. So with that in mind, there's a couple things inside the war table which I can do. Cassandra needs to find some people. Josephine needs to get some stuff sorted. As for Josephine as a romance, I think I'm kind of done with that line. I still really respect Josephine and enjoyed the flirting and had that like initial attraction to her that I had with Liliana and with Meryl, but...
Any Venatori activity?
If my agents find anything, you will be the first to know.
But she just doesn't participate in these sorts of roundtable conversations enough. Like, she could have easily contributed to there and talked about what the nobles were doing, but it was just lazy that she didn't, you know, and that kind of puts me off. A strong work ethic is something which is really important to me. Anyway. No, it was more, just Cassandra is now more interesting to me and kind of eclipsing that. Plus, I heard that Josephine's romance is unfortunately the weakest, which I would love to not affect my decision, but it does. So, here we go. The Sutherland lad and his small crew have reported in. Only minor trouble is expected. Nevertheless, they've increased our presence. They seem useful freelancers. Doing a right little band. Oh, sweet. Okay, so I already sent them on the missing thing. Awesome. For a time, finding the missing seekers seemed to be impossible. Early indications pointed to these men and women heading one at a time into Ferelden. But here their trail went cold. A chance rumour regarding Ban Loren, a Ferelden nobleman who had not been heard from for months, led Inquisition agents to investigate Caer Oswin, and they too went silent. Yeah. These events are connected, and it seems this is where the missing seekers will be found. Fantastic. Back to the hinterlands then, I guess. Wonderful. And then getting a judge's favour. Did I send stuff? Judge Ald sign. I guess I did this last session. Judge Ald has signed the papers we need to present the Duparakets as nobility again. There is now only one step left. A royal minister must ratify them. Please come see me when you have a chance. The judge passes on his compliments, by the way. Apparently the hunt was a marvellous bit of sport, and our soldiers acquitted themselves bravely against something called a screaming man-eater. The infirmary reassures me the injured will make a full recovery. A screaming man-eater, you say? Where's Morrigan, I wonder? Sorry. Let's see. Or Fenris, for that matter, also kind of fits the bill. Less of a screamer, and I should know. Didn't I tell you about Marcus's past? Holy fucking shit. Oh dear me. Well, instead of investigating all those new ones, there's one down here which I wanted to have a look at. Again, a letter delivered by messenger bird. My name is Sister Paulette. My sisters and I have been accompanying a handful of injured Inquisition soldiers to the Frostbacks. As they are no longer able to fight for the Inquisition, they wish to return to their families in Ferelden. These are strange times and many seek the solace or forgiveness of loved ones. Unfortunately, that peace may never come. A band of Avar, refusing to see reason, have pinned us down. We have taken refuge in a cave and are holding them off as best we can, but I do not know how long we can last. I understand this bird is trained to return to Skyhold. I pray it is so. We need aid. Soldiers dispatched from Skyhold itself will not reach them in time. We should have men near their location. We sent a party to pursue a group of Red Templars we suspected moving captured civilians to one of their Red Lyrium mines. A swift bird might reach the party, allowing them to go to the sisters' aid. However, we would likely lose the Templars' trail. I put off doing this last time because it's a horrible decision to make. So my thought process is that captured civilians is equally as horrible, you know? but there's a lot to suspect, and a swift burn might reach the party. However, we would likely lose this Templar Trail, and I appreciate this might here applies to Josephine's one instead of Cullen's. We're just going to assume that these are certainties and try to pick the best outcome. So if we just keep the soldiers on task, then we'll rescue a bunch of civilians, keep the Templars Trail, rescue a bunch of civilians, help stop their red lyrium trade. Josephine, the soldiers are still allies, they've done their part, they cannot abandon them. The bird reaches the party, we rescue soldiers who have done their part. As well as these sisters who are accompanying them from the Chantry. It's shit either way. It's really shit either way. But thinking about this logically, if we were to let the Templars Trail go cold, we're still going to try and bust the Red Templar mines anyway. These civilians may suffer terribly in the meantime, but to save some sisters of the Chantry and our own men, preserving those forces, as well as just, well, no, it's not preserving those forces, it's just allowing them to retire. It's a heart thing for sure, but the question is, do we still think we can do this again in the future? No. I'm sorry.
Let us begin.
I truly am. To those civilians, that's a real shame, but we gotta do this right, you know? I mean, like, not that the other way would have been wrong, it's just we owe these soldiers so much, and we can't forget that. Plus the Sisters of the Chantry, plus the possibility of being able to kind of track those Red Templars later. We shall see. But, yeah, tough one. What's this? Nightingale found several similarities to events in Varric's book, but all are slightly off. Dead magistrate was not in his home. Man found murdered in locked room was a comte, not magistrate. Do you know, this sounds like a big one, and I can't bother with that right now. It's part of a series, I don't want to look it up, so. How about this? Oh yeah, the dragon slaying. Let's see. Nobles or actual like armor and stuff like that? I like dragon stuff.
Inquisitor.
Let's get Wade on the go. Enzo. Why does that name sound familiar? A report from Antiva delivered to Liliana. The Venatori are smuggling red lyrium into Antiva, but thus far they have evaded our grasp. We believe Lord Enzo of Rialto is assisting them. Enzo is clever, well-liked, and has relations amongst Antivan royalty. If we approach him without proof, he'll bury his tracks and turn his allies against us. We must handle this carefully. Lord Enzo attends the theatre on the same night each week. His home is empty, save a few servants during that time. My agents could pay a visit. Yeah, so... yeah, his home is empty, save a few... I like Josephine's one for that, actually. I don't want to be killing a few servants, it's kind of a shame. Well, remember that one, though. I guess that's it for Ferelden. Let's have a look at some in Orlais. Investigate Val Garmorn, Dwarven slaves in Venatori hands. Oh, is that the... okay. There are no known entrances to the deep roads in that area, and no missives from Orzammar about missing traders, but they keep next to non-existent records of surface dwarves. The Venatori may be making use of Dwarven slaves, possibly from Devinter, not their usual preference, but also not the first unusual thing they've done. Recommend further investigation in force. Let's see. Yeah, I like Liliana's one for that anyway. So let's do it. Just in case it's linked to Varric's one, I don't quite remember what I needed to do for Varric's thing, but we shall see. Now, how far off am I away from Deft Hands Find Tools? 4 points needed, so I have 1, 2, 3. I need 2 more perks for that, unfortunately. So let's boogie out. Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming. Excellent. We have done some work today. What do I need to do for Varric's thing? Oh, it's just straight up enter Valimar, that's fine. Yes, Cullen is suffering the effects of learning withdrawal. Cassandra wonders if now is the best time for Cullen to stop taking it. Oh, that is what she meant. Damn it, is this going to be another one of those ones which I have a hard time interpreting and I have to reload a save? I really hope not. But speaking of reloading saves, the next thing that we should do is pronounce judgment on our prisoner whilst we're doing work. Hey. Just once they bring in my throne, we shall be with you any second now. Let's see. Well, shit. Favors first. Oh, there it is. Okay, speak with Josephine. Josephine. Yep. A group of assassins honoring the contract. Yep. Okay, interesting. Why is there a choice between options there? I don't really know. Either way, here we go. I should have shit, I should have saved before that. Oh well. It's gonna take me forever to...
Adamant's influence continues, your worship. I submit Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, who remains loyal to Corypheus.
Excellent.
We found him alive, offering extreme resistance. Likely because the Order will ask for his head.
Oh, hello.
In more colorful terms. To say nothing of justice you might personally require for what was suffered in the Fade.
Many places felt the pain of Adamant. You will answer for a great deal.
I recognize none of this proceeding. You have no authority to judge me.
On the contrary, many officials have communicated that they will defer to the Inquisitor on this matter.
And I don't care.
Because they fear. Not just Corypheus, but Tevinter, rightful ruler of every piece of ground you trod in your pathetic life. I served a living god. Bring down your blades and free me from the physical. Glory awaits me.
I'm glad that you're here actually, because I couldn't quite remember if you've been chomped by your dragon. Jail him and lose the key. He dies by my sword. A major punishment, Tranquil. I mean, this is wonderful. This is just wonderful. Hey guys, so yeah, full disclosure, I fucked this up again. I chose Tranquil without considering the full implications of that decision, and I was like, shit, that was something which at the very least I might still go with it, honestly. It deserves more thought than I was putting into. I'm so fixated on these special options being the good ones. I need to stop that during these judgments. It's very, very difficult. So let's consider these carefully and we'll see if we arrive at the same conclusion again, because honestly, I was just thinking that I hate to retcon again, and I am truly sorry. I know that annoys some people, but I don't think I made that decision from an in-character perspective. I think I just did it because it was there, kind of, and it felt cleverer than the others. Maybe that's something that Markus would do, but it did not feel right, so not without hefty consideration. So execution, I served a living god, bring down your blades and free me from the physical, glory awaits me. I mean, it doesn't really matter what he thinks, right? So for this one, he just dies, you know? He committed a heinous crime and so deserves execution. Fair enough. Whether or not he will actually rejoin his god in the Fade is kind of irrelevant because we don't have laws to account for that. Jail him and lose the key means that his influence can still... It's like with Wormtongue. You wouldn't lock up Wormtongue because his influence is his danger. But at the same time, he would hate it more. So, between these two, how vindictive do I want to go? And tranquility. Let's think hard about this one, because it's a big thing to throw down. because it has to be handled delicately. Politically speaking, it is a landmine, this thing, the Tranquility. I already sided with the Templars. What would the mages think of me if I started to use the right of Tranquility on mages? A mage's punishment, tranquil. I don't like the way that's phrased. And admittedly, okay, I chose it and he hated it. That part's good. And he would hate it. Like, I don't even need to see the scene after this to know that he would hate it, but how comfortable am I doing that to anybody as a punishment? Out of vindictiveness? I don't think I want to go with the mage's punishment, tranquility. No, I think I definitely don't. I think, like, tranquility can be useful to a certain extent. You know, it allows us to work with lyrium. It's basically the same as, Oh, damn. Where did I land on tranquility? I think I said it was the same as killing them, but just putting their bodies to good use. But I turned away from that when I decided to go with Knight Enchanter instead of taking the dead route. It's the dead specialism. Markus hasn't yet given up on re-establishing the circle, but I don't think I want to use the right of tranquility. I think at least for now, the way to deal with a mage who gets out of hand is to execute him. And so that's what we're going to do.
Lord Erimond, any protection you thought you had has apparently been withdrawn. You will die by my hand.
Petty actions. Truth lies in the next world.
Because it's not about him. It's about keeping us safe. It's about making him gone. Hopefully, that's what we did. Yeah. So that's now every single one of these court hearings I've had to sort of retcon. I think anyway. I am truly sorry about that, but this time it's not like I didn't understand it and had to reload. This time I made a mistake as a player and did something out of character for Markus, and that's what I retconned.
I told them the offer was the best we could do.
Just as to clarify, it wasn't because, like, I did get a ton of disapproval with certain characters and a couple bits of approval with other characters. That's what made me kind of think, oh, this has further reaching implications than I thought it did when I saw the option. That is what made me think that. But at the same time, if I decide, there was a good chance I would decide on tranquility in Markus's head, and if that was the case, I would have happily gone with that, taken the disapproval hit. There was even an operation that I got afterwards, which sounded really interesting, called Judgment How Could You? It was like, I went to the war table to check it, and it said, mages are angry, we need to avoid another rebellion for the tranquility. That would have been a really interesting arc to go down. But I still think what we did in character there for Markus was better. Like, I hope you guys know that I'm not trying to optimize my play. I'm just trying to be as loyal to the character as I
I
can.
could be with you.
Anyway, howdy. No, yes, no, why, load game.
Hey,
So, who's Scout Harding really?
Me? Oh, I'm no one. Lived near Redcliffe all my life. Herded sheep for my neighbor. When the Inquisition came through my village, I helped by telling them everything I knew about the area. Then I signed on. Wanted to see the world before it was swallowed up by that thing out there.
And look at you now, I mean... Wait, what, you Chief Scout Harding? It's a hell of a thing to rise to with such a humble beginning.
Shouldn't you be out there scouting?
In a bit.
Oh, yeah,
We're
yeah.
in Skyhold for supplies and a change of personnel.
I've done that one.
Not me, though. Indispensable.
We'll probably... I'm at 20 minutes now, so we're probably going to spend next episode in Skyhold as well. I'm okay with that. Hope you guys are too.
What's been going on?
Varric came by to talk. He told me a story about copper marigolds.
What?
I should go.
Did that just sail over my head? Alright, let's go speak to Cullen, and we'll quick save this time as well, just in case, you know, another thing happens which I'm not like... Ooh. I'm worried that I'm coming into this not quite understanding the situation. Oh, hello everybody. I feel like my clientele around here are getting a bit more fancy. I like that. Hey dude, how you doing? Is that lyrium? Attack!
Nature's breath. I didn't hear you enter.
Iron Bull! Help me!
Forgive me.
It's okay. I have magic. Come on.
Cullen, if you need to talk.
You don't have... I never meant for this to interfere.
You're maybe short-sighted when you thought that it wouldn't, but that's why you're looking for a replacement. How you feeling?
Are you going to be all right?
Yes. I don't know. You asked what happened to Ferelden's Circle. It was taken over by abominations. The Templars, my friends, were slaughtered. I was tortured. They tried to break my mind, and I... How can you be the same person after that? Still, I wanted to serve. They sent me to Kirkwall. I trusted my Knight Commander, and for what? Her fear of mages ended in madness. Kirkwall Circle fell. Innocent people died in the streets. Can't you see why I want nothing to do with that life?
I know. You are one of the most unique individuals in this land, Colin, because you've seen both extremes. You've seen a circle fall by mages, and you've seen a circle fall by Templars. I think we're yet to see everything that you can do for this situation. Go away! Bugger off! This is not even close to your moment. Get back to work. In fact, you're fired. Jump off the wall. Sorry about that, Cullen. Anyway. I lost my train of thought. Am I saying that too? I understand. I don't... Jesus Christ. I will shut the door next time I come into your office, I swear, Colin. And I do understand. I swear I understand. I don't necessarily agree, but I do.
Of course I can.
Don't. You should be questioning what I've done. I thought this would be better. That I would regain some control over my life, but these thoughts won't leave me. How many lives depend on our success? I swore myself to this cause. I will not give less to the Inquisition than I did to Chantry. I should be taking it. I should be taking it.
This is such a big risk. There may be some tense people in the comments right now. Because it's a risk, isn't it? How wonderful would it be to set an example for Cullen to rise above Lyrium and come through it? if he keeps taking the lyrium, then just like the Grey Wardens, eventually it will take him. The lyrium shakes and madness and so on and so forth. Something very akin to Alzheimer's or dementia or something like that takes a hold of you, and would we see Cullen reduced to that just so that he can help now? He didn't do this lightly in the first place. He hates lyrium. Because of everything it represented. This will keep him definitely alive. But he will have failed at this. He will be lesser because of it. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Do you know what's worse about this is... I'd love to know what Cassandra actually thought. Because I'm not sure I realized what Cassandra thought. I think she's in favor of this. But I'm not sure. If she said one way or the other, I trust her. But she doesn't take lyrium and she has all this anti-mage stuff as well. Seekers, not Templars. Wouldn't that be a better path? You become addicted. It's a terrible thing. Oh hell. I think we're all trying to shake off the past, Cullen. I think that's what we're trying to do. By shaking off the past, we can make a better future. If I'm shaking off tranquility, which is a decision I literally just made in the courtroom over there. Not necessarily because of its effects or anything like that, but because of what it represents. Maybe you should be doing the same with lyrium, huh? There are people in the comments who really like Cullen. I'm really afraid of killing him. But I can't... No. I can't say this to him. Look how hard he's trying. Every addict goes through a period of withdrawal, and if anybody can get through this, if it's possible to come out the other end and not serve and not die, then Cullen would be the one to do it. We're all trying to shake the past, Cullen. Markus would say this. He wouldn't say this. I mean, like, there are addiction benefits to you being the barrier. Like, him being able to externalize the barrier between him and his addiction source. If you like, this is the difference between putting your cigarettes away and saying, I don't need to smoke anymore. Or throwing your cigarettes out completely. This is one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make. Not between this stuff, but between this and this. I don't even know if it has an effect. But maybe we should look at this as being the difference between being a commander and being an inspiration. Oh, hell. I'm sorry if this goes bad, but I think this is the one.
You give enough, Cullen. I'm not asking you for more. The Inquisition can be your chance to start over. If you want it to be.
I don't know if that's possible.
It is.
All right.
Maybe the ideal solution would be he never felt the need to give up lyrium. Like, he just kept taking it and thought to himself, I'm gonna leave that previous life behind, but I need to take lyrium, so... But we should face the fact that this is what he decided against lyrium for a reason. It's not an arbitrary indicator of a past life. It is something which he has maybe felt negatively for a lot of reasons, being a Templar. So maybe if he never started this cold turkey thing, and he was thinking about it, my answer might have been different. My answer may have been, I'm sorry, you can't do that right now. But for him to try this and fail, maybe he would have gotten over that, maybe it would have broken him. I don't know, I guess we'll find out. RPGs, everybody. Sometimes tragic shit happens, but I think we gave him the chance to do something wonderful. Hang in there, Cullen. Anyway, in the next episode, we're going to talk to some more people. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you then.